Okay, here we go. Let's get the second day done. Anything. Oh wait, we gotta fix something really quick. Get out of here. There we go. All fixed. Okay. What was the missions again? Weird, I wonder why. Some people just don't know how to appreciate the help, huh? Okay, what are we supposed to do? Let's get the shoes, right? Yeah. Okay, where are those shoes? Was it here, I think, right? Yeah, here we are. I don't really care to read the dialogue of extras, so... Give me the shoes. Just give me the shoes. Give me the shoes. Jeez. Stop talking. Jeez, talks so much. Is this the shoes? I probably should have read that. Hang on a second. No shoes, no service. Well, we needed him to give me the shoes, though. This is the first time I haven't read all the NPC dialogue. I've been through this game a few times. Yeah. In fact, all the other areas I did read through all the dialogue, but my voice doesn't last very long if I do that. And I want to try to stream for a bit longer today. What were we doing? Ladies Stregas. Okay, that was it. I'm gonna read all the main dialogue at least, because that can change sometimes. Like, I already have equipped. Yeah. It does. Do we need a? Do I need to equip anything, or is it just? You can check it, right? Oral pedometer, yeah? Okay, yeah, we're good. So that'll be going on while we're going. So we need to go to the Ost district now. Yo, what am I doing?
My turn.
Get Elliot in. Over here? No, where can you go? Maki's. I think that's a unique child. What do you call it? I don't remember what it's called. The model, that's it. I don't think I've seen a child model like that in this game. Though I guess they are that size. You getting bullied by these children? Ah, sucker. Yeah, I'm not expecting too many unique models, character models. Though the way Elliot stands, something about it seems awkward. Maybe it's his arms are like too far back or something. Like he's trying really hard to puff out his chest, but it makes it look like he has something stuck up his butt.
Of course.
My turn.
I've got this. My turn.
Yeah, I don't know what about it is. I can't. Not the cat we're looking for. Ah, I see. Why didn't I think of that? It's a great place to hide your instruments. Clarinet especially. There we go. Not that cat. Jeez, running around all over the place here. Look at that chunky fellow. Mr. Tittles? What did you just call it? Mr. Tittles. Who named this cat? No wonder he's upset all the time. The fast forward makes things look so much more funny. Alright, here's your cat. Give me money. Alright, what are we at step-wise? I don't think I stepped too much. Cuts out music. Ooh, 169. If that one wasn't there, we would have had the perfect step count. Hang on a second. We're almost there. Almost at the perfect number. Is that 1 or 2 steps? I need to know. That wasn't even a step. How about that? That's one more. Almost there. Something we have to do. Oh, come on. Do I have to do a full step or what? Okay, that doesn't count. There, that should count, right? There we go. We can stop. 69. We have ascended, yes. Okay. We can record this day in the history books. How many steps was I supposed to have anyway? 1,000 steps. He missed out. He should have done 69. 69 steps should have been it. Yeah. Anyway. We don't have... That's like almost done. It was this place, right? Elliot's getting his exercise in. We have to desecrate the 69 number, but it's for a good cause, for me to continue playing the game. Okay, what are we at? Hang on a second. We might be able to salvage this. It keeps going. We can still salvage this. Can I do this? We might be able to do this. It'll be close. It'll be very close. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3. Is that 3? Oh no. Is that it? There we go. We did it. And we turn it in. We gave him... Oh, it's 2,000 steps. Never mind. I was mistaken. If we do this enough, we'll be fine. We're on all of the drugs. I mean, look at this guy. Look at him. He is high. Oh, 420. Oh, perfect. We got both the good numbers. And with that one was I wasn't even trying for that one. Let me just take laps around your store. Don't worry about it. This is completely normal. Okay, what is that? That was only 200 steps. Okay. Do I gain anything for walking to the wall? Probably not, right? Taco Bell's a pretty good place to do that. Though the explosive diarrhea might give you a bit of an assistance, so I don't know if you'll get the full workout in. Though it does give you some people to dodge who are rushing in there, so actually it might give you a better workout. Almost there. But you know we have to give it to him. We have to give him the 69. I won't take no for an answer here. Does it go... It does go higher than 2,000, right? Dang it. It doesn't go above 2,000. We can't give him the 69. Sorry, I failed you. Hey, you're making me hungry right now, actually. I've only had breakfast today and it's already almost 3 o'clock. Hey, done with the endurance tests, I see? Yeah, we are We got quite the endurance test. You saw it all. You saw like 70% of it at least. Okay, just give us our money. You wouldn't let me go to the 69. But yeah, he gave us the boots, right, or something. There we go. Alright, we done that one. Any hidden quests? No? Okay. Now we go to the port. Wait, it's faster this one. Here we are, Heimdallr Port. It's a main harbor of the open port. I don't think this is a main thing anyway, so we're gonna skip through a lot of it.
Being near water always helps me relax.
Oh yeah, your hometown is right on a lake, isn't it?
And the conversation ends there, apparently. Aren't like 90% of these guys like terrorists or something? Maybe this guy should vet his people a bit better. Or based on his reaction to Noble, maybe he's in on it. The only word I read out of that is exterminate, and I agree. I don't think there's anything we need to do, right? We'll check this. Okay, yeah, we just go through the dungeon. It's either a bomb in his pocket or he's just happy to see him. I'm just saying. Either way is pretty good, right? Do you mind? Bird? I'm walking here. Hey, yeah, that's what I thought. Get out of here. Anyway. Do I have to scan any of these guys? Scan those guys. I guess I misinterpreted the birds. He was trying to give me stuff. Maybe I should apologize. He's good like that. Okay, I don't have to scan any of these things. But this bird does give me globby fat.
Right. Now's our chance. Let's get him. Here we go.
Why would I pay for it when I can just take it? I'm just saying.
Okay.
Right.
What arts do you have? Go get him.
Right.
New birds, these are Breaking Bad, yeah.
Go. My turn.
I'd watch it.
You still have a...
Here, let's do a gun. We are fighting birds, we need a gun.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
Completely unnecessary. Do you think they're dead? Oh, they lived. Well now.
Of course. You still have a lot of training to do.
Ah, I didn't. So they combat changes a little bit. I know you add the special form and the big robot in the second game to combat. But that's about it.
Ours. Let's finish him.
I guess we'll see.
My turn.
Nice.
Okay.
Of course.
I'll handle. Got it.
Got it. Go.
I'll handle. Hostiles done.
Oh. Is this like the second level up I've had this entire playthrough so far? Nice. Though she's no longer level 69. I think that's a step down though. Yeah. The battle theme isn't bad for most of it, but it does get old. Boop.
Now's our chance. Let's my turn.
I'll handle it.
Oh dang, can't get everybody.
Got it.
Got it.
Of course. My turn.
I'll handle.
Here we go. Okay.
Well, okay. Meow.
Looks like a tough
Excuse
one.
me.
Be careful.
Hey. Oh,
Careful.
I missed it.
My turn.
I knew something happened if you hit them long enough, but I missed it.
Go. B.
Roger. Okay.
Is everybody okay?
I pulled the lever. So that's a complicated puzzle.
I wonder when that mechanism was made.
I'm guessing a few hundred years ago at least. Probably during the Dark Ages.
Those were difficult times back then.
Were you alive then, Laura?
A challenging foe. We should engage it with care.
Spy treasure.
I don't think I need to fight anything else here. I have above 100 CP, so I'm good. Near one. Eventually I'll have to start doing actual combat.
chest.
Yeah, I've heard about the new Dragon Age game. Not gonna play it. Though I think my little sister played it. I haven't asked her exactly how that's going. But I did enjoy the earlier Dragon Age games. Those were definitely much better. I really liked the first one. Yeah, I understand that sentiment. Oh, I have enough games to play right now. I don't think I need to worry about getting new games. Do. What is it doing? Yeah, I don't need to scan anymore. Okay. Sounds like there's a lot more to get into here. And I think I heard I think I saw the trails through Daybreak on Steam. Yeah, that's a lot of time. Though, I think my Persona 5 Royal playthrough was definitely like almost that many hours. Because I did everything I could.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Is it Royal? Yeah, it's definitely Royal. Ah, missed the chest. Hang on a second. We're good. Xenoblade's another one of those series that I never got into, but I definitely might at some point. Didn't hear anything good about Xenoblade 2, but the Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one, the remake out, I've seen a bit of it and it's pretty cool. And then Xenoblade 3, I haven't seen really anything about it though, so.
I spy treasure.
And I've seen that has a unique, oh, there's another secret door it seems like there. But what I've heard about the Xenoblade 2 is that the enemies are very bulky, and that combat takes a long time. That's the only thing I've heard about it.
This place seems like it goes on forever.
My father sure gave us a real humdinger of a job to deal with.
Well, I'm sure we must be getting close now.
Don't use the mechanics probably. Yeah, I could understand that.
The advantage is ours.
My turn. Let's go.
An opening!
I'll handle. Now.
Go!
My turn. You still have
Lots
a
of
lot
mechanics, it
training
seems,
to
so. I do usually like it when there's a lot you can do in combat, but if you have to do all of it, eh.
That one looks annoying. Watch out.
Gun in the butt.
This one's dangerous. Stay on your toes.
Here we go!
I've heard that you could, like, yeah, knock things over and stuff like that. I guess break and topple are the combo there. Yeah. Eventually I'll be able to play those, but again, I got so much stuff to do. I don't know when that's going to be the case.
We should keep going.
And especially if they're JRPGs, the amount of time you need to put in to those. I've heard a lot of good things about Meta For. That's another one of the people who made Persona, I believe.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
I haven't seen too much about the Dragon Quest or new Mana game. So I'm not really one who looks into a lot of games, especially if I'm gonna play it. But at this point, I don't know when I am gonna play them. The SMT games are also stuff I would I played when I was little. I played, what is it called? Was it something Devil? Where you turn into monsters and stuff like that? Digital Devil Saga? I think that's what it was called. I don't know if I ever finished it though. It was like when I was like 12, so I probably shouldn't have been playing it. But you know what? The heck? Resident Evil, yeah, definitely a series. I always thought about playing Resident Evil.
Watch out, guys.
Never got around to it. Like, I've seen plenty of stuff with the remakes coming out, so I definitely want to get my hands on at least some of them. Was it Resident Evil 4? Was it Resident Evil 5 or 4 that was recently came out, the remake?
All right.
Of course.
Yeah.
My turn. Here.
Let's do that.
My turn.
Here we go.
Oh, we did it.
Nice, that could come in handy later. Excuse me. Alright, I think I got all the treasure chests. And we're good.
Watch out. This is a
Oh,
tough
I
one.
didn't do anything.
All right.
Right.
Nice.
Chiming darkness. Nocturne bell.
Right.
Nice, this should group everybody up.
I'll handle it.
Never mind, it just kills everybody. That's actually better.
Here.
Okay, resist. Ow. Are we... Are we actually getting to the point where things are actually going to be, you know, dangerous? I mean, 49,000 is a lot.
Here.
Go. Go. B.
Okay.
Right.
I haven't done your thing, have I? Come on, come on, come on. There we go.
Lit up, everyone.
My turn. Shatter. Now.
I'll pick you up.
I'll handle it.
Got defense down too. This should do a lot. Oops.
Here we go. Azure flames, gather on my blade.
Yeah, she does a lot. I think the main reason why I didn't have her, or usually don't have her in the main team, is because she does a lot of damage, but it's like a limited range.
Too slow. Okay,
nice.
safe for now.
Like, she can do a lot of damage, but for boss fights, when they have multiple enemies, she can only usually hit one of them at a time. That's why I usually have Emma or Milliam in the team. Okay. Enemy killed. And there's another secret passage here, right? Not here, but like we have to go back a bit. Let me
Now's our chance.
recharge.
Okay. Now.
Right. We should keep going.
That looks like a tough one. Be careful. This looks tough.
Go.
Careful.
I'll handle.
Of course.
Too slow.
Here we go.
I'll handle. I'll handle.
Of course.
Go. That's that.
Right before Guerrilla Fortress? I believe so. Yeah, I think like the beginning of the game will happen soon, if I remember correctly. Was it here? It's over here. Hmm. Yeah, it was an interesting way to start. It shows like a bunch of characters and I think it doesn't actually say their names or something. and you get introduced to a lot of the mechanics early on. And the cliffhanger and stuff like that, so I think it's a pretty good way to start. Something the matter? Didn't notice this before, but... I'm trying to remember, but yeah, I think there's some characters that they didn't show, yeah. Does someone feel a slight breeze at this area? Wait. This way. Yeah, was she in the team then? I'm not sure, I can't remember. I guess we'll find out. You think this is like the passage we found yesterday? So there's a secret passage here too. If so, I imagine it probably opens like the last one did. Maybe this leads to somewhere else in the capital then. No way to know for sure until we open it. Boop. Still no clue how these the mechanisms here work, but sure. I suspected as much. Oh, I wonder where this leads. It's hard to say for sure, but we lose our sense of direction and location traveling underground like this. But if I had to guess, I'd say we're heading in the direction of... Maybe there's an exit close by. Alright, let's try and make our way outside. Mine. It's nice that when you're strong enough, you can just blow them up like this. Oh, wait. Though I wish they dropped the items that they usually drop as well, not just the Sepith, but eh. Wait a minute. I went the wrong way. There we go. Pardon me. Wait a minute.
Oh, there's the exit.
We're finally there.
Hold on a second. How did I not see this ladder here? Am I blind? I was so confused.
Oh, a treasure chest.
All right. See if there's anything extra I might have missed. Nope. Hey, isn't this... This isn't even a secret passage, it's a door. How did nobody know about this? As we emerged in the Ost district, Lux's home is here, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. I had no idea the underground passage went all the way from the port to here. That network of tunnels beneath the city really does seem to cover a vast area. It's like something out of a spy novel. I'll say. Maybe it's a sign. Of what? Was that? Must be the chime marking the noon hour. Yeah, that's Heimdallr's cathedral's bell. The cathedral itself is pretty far away, over in the Shank district, but you can hear it pretty clearly even here. That would suck to live next to that. Can you imagine a bell that loud just like right next to your home? And the chimes multiple times a day? Jeez. Well, I think it's about time we found something to eat. How about we order to go from one of the local shops? And we don't really have much, but I'd be happy to at least treat you to coffee at our home. What? You mean... Maki, yes? You're inviting us into your home? Fish and chips? What are we, British? I mean, he did... Was it coffee or tea? I think it was coffee, so he can't be British. Oh, so this is the capital's famous fish and chips. That's a hot dog. What are you talking about? It looks like a hot dog, chicken nuggets, and some pickles? Or something? Yeah, there's one meaty chip there. I was expecting it to be delicious, but even still, I'm impressed. You haven't taken a bite. Yeah, the pub's supposed to be pretty well known for their fish and chips. I guess nobody knows what fish and chips actually are, so I guess that's the case. I'll admit it tastes good, but at the end of the day, we're still greasy comfort food. Shut up, monkeys. No one asked your opinion. Better eat it while it's hot, and it tastes disgusting if you let it cool off. Probably still better than wartime rations, though. What food isn't? This coffee seems pretty high class, though. It's got a nice, rich fragrance. Do you buy your own beans and grind them at home? Yeah, it looks like my father went out and stocked up not too long ago. Now and then he... what am I doing? I did Maki's voices wrong, sorry. Hang on a second. He's gotta be the nerd voice, mixed with some Squidward. Now and then... he's got the chance to take some time away from his duties and come home relax here. He sees his coffee as a small island of luxury in his hectic daily life, I think. That does sound like something I could see Governor Regnus saying. Elliot, you met him once. What are you talking about? He seems like quite a respectable man to see. To me. Again, you guys, you've met him once. And for like 10 minutes. You'd hardly imagine a home like this belonging to an important official like the Imperial Governor. It's tiny. You know, Fee, it wouldn't hurt to be a little less blunt. No worries. As I said, my father and I are commoners through and through. Could have fooled me. He might be a top official, but neither of us saw that as a reason to change our whole lifestyle. Besides, it's not as though we don't have some attachment to this house. Oh, right. It does seem like a comfy place to live in, though. Really cozy and relaxing.
Ooh, there's a photo.
Okay, here. Again, I don't understand who decides what is voice acted and what isn't. But I'll just go with it.
Oh, that.
Aw, look at cute little Makia's there.
That's not the word I would describe.
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
He looks like a brat. Look at his face.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
I don't think he's changed much.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos! Honestly.
The governor looks the same as ever, though. Is that woman next to him your older sister or something?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit. Our family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you no longer see her. Did she get married and move away?
She died. Around 6 years ago.
Oh,
Usually on these kind of, when someone says that, the music changes. The music doesn't care about Maki's problems.
I see. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this. But considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more about me.
I agree with the game in that aspect.
It's a long story, but would you hear me out?
Of course.
Not.
absolutely.
Not.
Glad to.
Not.
Thanks.
Not.
Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman. Now, as I said earlier, we're a family of commoners through and through. But my father proved to be a very capable government official. And eventually, he was promoted to an important government position, where he started to make a name for himself. Honesty and integrity are a core part of his work ethic. So, of course, he made his fair share of enemies. But after seeing success in a number of major projects, he gained a reputation both inside and outside the government.
I just thought about this, but do we ever hear about Maki's mother? I don't think we do. If we did, I don't remember. It's like she just doesn't exist. Maki's is just a clone of his father, I guess. They didn't.
My mother died when I was still young.
Okay, never mind. They do say it.
But Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count.
Yeah, Machias, there's a lot to unpack when he says ideal woman. Both in how he's, earlier in the series, he's both sexist and classist. And the fact that that's his cousin. Too many things to unpack with that.
Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me, and a real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As a child, she was practically my idol. And as you'd expect, she had countless admirers among the men of the city. But for all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about. Until he appeared.
He must not be named.
He was one of my father's subordinates at City Hall, though unlike him, he was a noble by birth. A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count. However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he came across as an honest and loyal man. He met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day. And eventually, the two of them fell in love and began a relationship, despite the difference in their social status. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words, but even I had to admit that the two of them made a good couple.
Machias, why were you frustrated?
And Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept their relationship. Time went on and they became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between. And that's when everything started to fall apart. His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the four great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice.
Let me see if I know who this is. That's, Angelica's family, right? Do they even have any other... Does she have siblings? Or is this a different family? Because Angelica would only be, what, like... 8 or something at the time? And that's kind of weird. Very weird. Oh yeah, Ragnar. Who's House Cayenne? Do we even meet them? Okay, so it shows up later, I'm guessing. All right.
And the Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage. But they began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. They made her life a living hell. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father. But all that time, she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help. And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life.
You'd think he'd be more upset with House Cayenne specifically.
It was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him.
Yeah, I mean, like I said when I played earlier, like when beginning the series, Machias is my least favorite character because of how he acts and how he's introduced. It takes a lot for first impressions to go away. Even with this backstory, he's still my least favorite character. Because, in my opinion, this doesn't give you the right to be an ass to everybody. Especially with Reen, who quite literally never lied to him. And that was his whole thing he was upset about. Yeah, I think I remember he does change a lot, even with the little bit I've seen in the second game, though. Can't remember exactly much. But yeah, first game, he's definitely my least favorite. Alyssa is one of those things. At least with hers, they give more inner thoughts with her. So you can kind of tell what's going on, that she's just embarrassed about it. So it's at the end of the day, it's not as bad as with Machias. We quite literally, he just comes across as like a piece of garbage, and we don't get any like thoughts on his side. So it's kind of hard to tell. At least I think so.
But I told her, he said. I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why would she take her own life?
Cole still has the most anime tropes. There's a lot of them. I think every character has some kind of trope.
After that, my father seemed to redouble his efforts. It was like watching a machine kick into high gear.
I'm trying to think about it. I think the only person, as far as I know, in the main cast that has their both a mother and father might be Yusuf's, but it's also one of the worst family dynamics. Because Laura doesn't have a mother, right? Or does she? No, I don't think so. Reen is adopted. Fee has no family. Machias only has a father. Alyssa only has a mother. Oh, Gaius has a normal family. Gaius is the only one with a normal family in the entire thing. but his is like, you know, not in the Empire, which, you know, the only family, normal family, is the family that's not in the Empire. It kind of says something about there. So yeah, everybody's a protagonist. Geist is the only one who can't be a protagonist. Oh no. His family's too good.
With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control of City Hall from the noble faction. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his current position as governor of Heimdallr.
Yeah, guys can't be part of the messed up family crew.
And that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
Now why now is the music off?
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death.
There we go.
Hatred needed to be directed at someone. Anyone. First I blamed her fiancé, then his family, and the family of the Duke who tried to intervene.
Machias ain't my dad.
In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. The people, their culture, the entire idea of social classes. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them, to show how right I was. But deep down, I knew the truth about my hate. I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it. People who had done nothing wrong.
I do think Machias does have probably one of the largest character growths in with all the characters. He's one of the characters that actually changes a lot throughout the story. So I think they did do a good job with his character. He is a good character. But I just don't like him as a person.
You did?
They may be from different social classes, but people are still individuals.
It should be.
Sis's fiancé was faithful to her. He just wasn't strong enough to shield her from all that ugliness, despite his love. And the Count and his family were only acting in their best interests, which is to be expected, really. Ultimately, I've had to acknowledge that not all commoners are good people, and not all nobles are unworthy of respect. Eustace might not have done much to change my opinion. But getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Machias.
I have no idea how my father feels about all of this, but this is how I've come to feel.
I see. You have my thanks.
Our food's cold now, by the way.
I'm glad you felt you could talk to us about it.
Still, I don't think it hurt to be a bit more honest with yourself. If you're willing to admit all of that, maybe you can find it in you to be friends with Eustace too.
Are you kidding me? I might accept that not all nobles are bad, but that arrogant, self-centered fool can go choke on a palm.
The hate boner's still here.
Oh, he's mocking me for spending so much time studying, or telling me I need to get out more.
Everything about Eustace and Machias just look like an old couple. Everything.
I don't think he goes quite that far. Besides, I don't think he does it on purpose. He doesn't mean any harm.
That's the most irritating part! He does it without thinking!
Well, that was a good coffee break, wouldn't you?
There we go. First part of day 2 done. And there we go. Alright. Well, lunchtime's over. It must be almost time for the summer festival decorations to start going up. I would have thought preparations for that would have started way before now. And the summer festival is the summer festival not that big of a deal in the capital? Depends on who you ask, I guess. I always just thought of it as one of those small yearly traditions. In my hometown, the summer festival is a major event with extensive preparations. Perhaps those places where the ancient animistic traditions survive put more effort into celebrating the festival. Animeism does seem to have mostly vanished here. I'm gonna call it animeism from now on. It's just too close. Not as much as in Roar or Crossbow, though. Well, I suppose it's hard to think of it as a seasonal festival in the capital when it's celebrated a month late to begin with. I think most is just seen as an opportunity to catch a glimpse of the Imperial family. Yes, it sounds about right. Okay, that makes sense. Is that your orchestra? What is it doing ringing out here? We have discovered the ultimate religion. This is Class 7 Group A, Reen Sortis speaking. Hello there, Reen. This is Carl Regnitz. I don't remember what voice I gave you, sorry. Governor Regnitz? Dad! Come to think of it, he did say that we'd be able to use our Arcus communication functionalities in the city, didn't he? Group A is represented. Your Group A is represented, so I figured it'd be best to call you. Is now a good time? Yes, now is totally fine. We actually just left home. Machias invited us in for coffee. Oh, did he now? I had a favorite specialty store roast these beans just the way I like them. It was top-notch brew, all right. With all that's been going on, it was nice to just sit down and enjoy a cup of coffee. Well, I'm glad you were able to spend some quality time together. Anyway, getting to the point. I'm calling because we have a bit of a problem on our hands. That being the case, I'd like Group A to take care of one additional task for me. An extra task. We can do that, sure. But what is it you'd like us to do? There appears to have been a burglary at a jewelry store in the Ginir district. But that's not all. The corporate seem to have left a message addressed to you. What? You're confused. Your confusion is understandable. However, the jewelers submitted a report to the burglary to City Hall a short while ago. Normally, I'd like this to be Normally I'd leave this to the proper authorities, but would you be willing to go and see if there's anything you can do? Of course, sir. We'll head over to the Ganaya district once. Alright then, leave this matter in your hands. What was that about? Whatever it was, you seem perplexed. Well, wait till you hear this. Yeah, Blue Blanc's one of those characters that, he's sus. So, a jewelry boutique was burglarized and the corporate left a message addressed to us. Weird. Though, thinking about it, this all sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, now that you mention it, it's getting a strange sense of deja vu as well. Still, it would have been helpful if your father could have furnished a few more details. Yeah, Fee has my face right now, if I was in that situation. Fee is my spirit animal in this game. Well, it's already past noon. Let's head over to Ganyar district and find out what happened. Went to the ports and then blah. Nice. Burglary, we just went over that.
I've got this.
No, you don't. Now we go to... No, this is the right place. Already did that. Do I have the fried fish recipe? I do. Cool. No hidden quests. Okay. Hello. Excuse me, are you in charge of the store? We're here on behalf of local government to investigate the reported burglary. Yes, that's right, I'm the owner. You must be students from Thor's Military Academy? Indeed, we're Class 7, Group A at your service. Oh, thank goodness. I may not have a chance to recover the Crimson Tiara. That's the object that was stolen. Yes, exactly. It's embedded with priceless carmelian gemstones, captivating the hearts of all who gaze upon it. It's the centerpiece of our display under consideration to become a national treasure, valued at almost 100 million miro. 100 million? Pretty pricey. Yeah, I'll say. Do you think something that valuable could be swiped just like that? The question is, how did the thief manage to steal it? I'd heard that the store was fitted with the best security money can buy, so you could display the tiers safely. I'm afraid that was all done by my carelessness. There was a problem with our recently installed security system. The problem was me failing right into the Phantom Thief B's trap. Great name, yeah. Wait, the Phantom Thief B for you know what? A word I will not say. I've heard many rumor about him, but I still find it hard to believe that it was actually his doing. The name sounds kind of familiar. Seems like Ellie and Machias know of him. He's a thief with quite a reputation in the capital. He calls himself the Liberator of Beauty. And he made quite a name for himself with a string of major thefts a number of years ago. He's even gained an enthusiastic fan following from the daring to graceful method he uses during his thefts. Now I remember where I heard of his name before. He's that thief who managed to steal an orbital tank from the Imperial Army, right? Don't know how you'd manage that, but sure. Yeah, that's one of his most famous exploits. I seem to recall hearing that story myself. Wonder how one steals a tank. Probably just riding it out of the facility, honestly. Can't be that hard. So, do we know how the tiara was stolen? Phantom Thief B is well known for sending his victim a card notifying them of his intended crime before he commits it. Did he send the card this time? Yes, that's correct. The card also contained his message. Yeah, I know he has some kind of magic. I don't think we run into him like in that sense until the second game, right? Or do we? I know he was really creepy. That's what I know about him for the most part. Your prized tiara has already been replaced with an imitation. However, that message was a feint. While we did have the utmost faith in our security system, we knew that if anyone could get past it, it could be him. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember which game I remember most of it from. We decided to open the display case to check the tiara, but as it turns out, that's what he was counting on us to do. So that's when he stole the tiara, huh? I'm afraid so. Unbelievable. I assume you weren't able to get a good look at the culprit's face? Indeed. As soon as we opened the display case, the lights all went out. By the time we got them back on, the tiara had vanished. I see. Sounds like no ordinary thief. But the piece as valuable as this? Can you maybe explain how you decided we be the optimal choice of this request? Of course, please take a look at this. It is the letter B. Fascinating. Who could have guessed that? Shake return, unarmed. Oh, wait, it's saying something important. It's not. Okay. First, we must not report incident to the relevant military police. Second, deliver a card. Third, aforementioned group must overcome the trial within. Okay, sure. It really is addressed to us. Find the thief's apparent revealing in his crime to be somewhat unpleasant. Yeah, though, on the other hand, he seems to be giving us a chance to get the tiara back. True. Do you have this other card that the thief mentioned? Of course, please take this. Ladies and gentlemen, class 7, blah blah blah, we could recover the treasure, except blah 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 blah. First key is at the feet of the conqueror of the Hearted Lions. Yep. Okay. He's at the Emperor Drakel statue. A riddle, is it? Well, I'm sure the rebellion capital is referring to the city itself, but the feet of the conqueror with the heart of a lion? Seems like the treasure hunt. This card's our first clue. Does seem that way. So do you think you can help us? Yep. Okay, this is too much. Okay, finally. Let's go. That is Drakel's Plaza, right? Yeah. See if I can see the card. There it is, right there. They really should redo the statue. It looks like it didn't render properly. I'm sure being able to make everything they have, they could have done a better job with this statue. It's really bad. Doctor with the Heart of the Lions. That couldn't mean anything other than the statue of Emperor Drakel's. Agreed. It's hard to hear a clue like that and not immediately think of Drakel's the Lionheart. Yeah, it's a PS1 statue. And this statue is the most famous monument of him here in Heimdallr. And chances are good that we're in the right place. Carter said to look at his feet. Then let's do that. Here it is. That's not even hidden. How did anybody else could have seen this and picked it up? The same type of card as the last one too. I assume we were correct then. Yeah. Well, we won't know until we check. In the northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. Northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. The Prismatic, let's see. It's in the garden place, right? Yeah, the glass garden, or whatever it's called, right? I think. The second key, so basically, we got another scavenger hunt. Seems so. Can't believe he's making us go through this whole rigmarole. What can we do but play along, though? In North, you can see the Prismatic Palace. Just what could it mean? Yeah. Someone's in trouble? Anyway. Oh wait. Isn't there something special?
Just coming here reminds me of last night's ordeal.
Sounds like you had a rough night.
Isn't there like... I remember there being something about like exiting from here, getting you some kind of extra point or something. Or is that later? I think that's later. These people have been here for over 24 hours.
So peaceful, it's easy to forget we're in the capital.
I could take a nap here.
Yeah, people love to come here to relax.
I don't think they did much sleeping based on how they act. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I guess it isn't this. I think it's later, the thing I'm thinking about. When you have to secure stuff for everything. Okay, I remember now.
There's so many butterflies.
It really gives the place an exotic touch, huh?
This must be the Prismatic Palace. Yeah, all signs point to the Crystal Garden, which leaves only the northeast seat. I presume it refers to an actual place we can sit, which would suggest we ought to investigate this bench in the northeast part of the garden. Is that it? Seems so. That's... what's it say? Let's see, the third key is... the round table where one rested, the gauntlets that support the east of the city. Bracers, right? Bracers Guild? Oh god, another riddle. You'd think Machias would like riddles. Still, what can we do but keep going? I think this is who I think it is. Fair enough. Yeah, only nobles would like riddles, right? It seems fate has ordained that we should meet again. I recognize that voice. Who are you again? He's Baron Blue Blanc. Only nobles would sit. Yeah, we all know commoners don't sit. That's a myth. Only nobles can sit. Yes, bien. I am most pleased to see that you have not forgotten me. Though in my eyes, if my eyes do not deceive me, you have two new faces in your throng today? No? Sure, you know. Hi, it's nice to meet you. I've heard mention of you from my classmates. Has your search for beauty brought you all the way to Heimdallr too? You could say that. He is so definitely the culprit. Even the first time I played through this, it's like, it's too obvious. However, two meets not just in Braveheart, but among the picturesque elegance of the Vermilion capital as well. Truly, it seems that we are bound together by a destiny most inseparable. Would you not agree? I completely disagree. That's creepy. I'm not sure. He's a bit on the unique side, huh? Yeah, unique, let's just call it that. FBI, we found him. I couldn't sense him coming at all, though. Please, the intensity of your stares is positively overwhelming. Withering, I should say. Or is it that my overwhelming beauty has clutched your heart so tightly you can't help but gaze in wonder? FBI? Oh, I'd bet all the mirror I have on me that's absolutely not the case. Now, if you'll excuse me. There's still much I must attend to. I wish you the best of luck with your studies. And there he goes. So what did he come to convey to us? With that guy, who knows? He's probably just evading the FBI. Anyway, what was it again? Was something about the gauntlet or something? Which means gloves. Yeah, Phantom Thief B, Boo Blanc, there's no way they're connected. There's no similarities between them at all. There it is. The gauntlets that support the east of the city. Gauntlet is the symbol of the Bracers Guild, isn't it? It's on their emblem, too. Yeah, that once and east part mentioned in the note seemed pretty important as well. This building was once a branch of the guild, and while the capital has once had two such branches, this is the easternmost branch. This must be the round table. Ah, here it is. Can't believe he even trespassed into our lodgings. Indeed, though from the looks of things, it doesn't seem he touched anything else. Still not a pleasant thought, though. Yeah, it's kind of creepy knowing he's here. Especially considering we don't know what he's actually after. Anyway, let's see what the next card says. Birth key on the bottom of the white burden of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. Okay. So it's in the port. Steel bird. Crane, maybe? I think I'm remembering it. Sure enough, it's another riddle. And another rather challenging one at that. Do. Maybe over here? Okay, maybe it's not this. Maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, never mind, I found it. Okay, just to be sure I didn't miss anything, right? Yeah. Always worried about some hidden quest or something, missing that. Steel bird perched at the water's edge. The last clue seems like it might be referring to the crane here in Heimdallr port. And that would make it white bird in these containers. Can't see a card attached to any of them though. Clue did say Woody at the bottom. Perhaps we should discuss this with whoever's in charge here and ask him to check the containers for us. There's a port chief, Dabato, who we met him earlier today. Danberto. There, that's better. So let's see if he's willing to help us. How the devil did that? Get stuck to the bottom of that. I wouldn't have been able to attach it without lifting the containers, and that would have meant using the crane. But when did he do it? None of us even noticed anything suspicious. Well, he is supposed to be a master of disguise, right? Maybe he disguised himself as one of the workers here. I can only guess as to how he might have done it, but it's definitely not something an old person could pull out. I decide, what does the card say? Yeah, let's see. Final key is also hidden near the water's edge. The crimson crown you seek sleeps within a black ark nested in the steel car that marches within the minutes. This one's just as obscure as the others. Though if it's also near the water's edge, all indications, I'd say next one here in the port too. It says final key, the crimson crown too. At least that's... Yeah, looks like this is the last one. And I already know it's in the tram. Nothing else we got to do, so yeah, let's go. Okay, I guess I have to talk to it from here. The steel car. My guess is that the last clue refers to an orbital tram. It seems like it's the best fit. What about marching within the minutes? The tram schedule, of course. Arriving and departing at present time. Heimdallr Port is the starting and ending point of all trams in the city. I don't see how that makes sense, but sure. So you could say the tram here is waiting for its appointed time. That makes sense. In a weird way. Guess this is the place then. Let's get the driver's permission to have a look inside. Excuse me, you think you could do us a favor? He doesn't have eyes. He's definitely a problem with him. Sure. What do you mean? Green explains the situation. The infamous Phantom Thief B hid something in the car tram. Yes, we believe that's the case. Well, really? Well, I get where you're coming from. Go on, take a look around as much as you want. Thanks for your cooperation. I wonder where it could be. Ooh, we can go in here? Anyway. It looks like this must be the black ark mentioned in the card. Our phantom thief appears to have taken no pains to hiding it. Isn't it kind of weird that the driver didn't notice it? Maybe the phantom thief left it here not too long ago. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Look at that. Yep, this is it. So this is the storied crimson tiara. It has such a fiery glow. Didn't we already see it? Wow, so this thing's worth 100 million mira. I'm almost afraid to handle it. Yeah, gotta be really careful about getting it back to the jeweler's safely.
So the tiara really was in there, huh?
Okay, he didn't even try to hide his voice, apparently. Jeez.
Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself.
Like, he didn't even, like, his voice is the same as when he's normal, except
Remember there being
less
any
flamboyant.
unusual passengers on board, though?
I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been then?
To have done so much and yet left no trace of his presence. He must truly be a master at covering his tracks.
I'll say. But hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough.
What's wrong, Reen?
Why are you staring at me like that?
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you? Baron Blue Blanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
Gasp.
What?
Yeah, no way. Wow.
This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
That is probably the most sus sentence I've ever heard. Especially coming from this guy. Oh my gosh. But yeah, there are certain voice actors that do have fun. Some of the conventional army voice actors also go pretty hard.
Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier? But that mask...
He wanted to, you know, for some reason hide his identity when he was already shown his face to us multiple times.
That's the mask of Phantom Thief B.
Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B.
And the fact that he didn't change his clothes either, he's just wearing his outfit.
Baron Blue Blanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
As soon as we heard Phantom Thief B.
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises? Nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ha ha! I see. Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid.
But why would you do something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Yeah, the music's way too epic for something too obvious.
Does that interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Kill him.
Theft is a crime.
Murder.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
By death.
Ah, what spirited youths you are!
What? How did he do that?
He's cheating.
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I'll be watching your future achievements with keen interest. Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, I bid you adieu.
Alright, bye.
again.
I guess teleporting is normal, huh?
That's quite a little trick.
He might still be nearby. Let's search the area.
I mean, considering we can summon meteors, it's not all that surprising. Can't believe that you were able to recover the tiara safely. How can I ever thank you? I always get the impression we're the reason he stole it in the first place. Maybe we should apologize to you. Oh no, not at all. Fan of the Bee's conquest has always seemed rather capricious. I imagine he just decided to use all of you as a convenient excuse for his last escapade. Given how fixated he is on us, he seems... I don't think that was likely. Well, better not say anything. Indeed, the last thing we want is to cause more commotion here. Confusion. I'm afraid I can't offer you much, but please take these as a token of my thanks. Only 5k? That tiara is worth 100 million, and you're giving us, 5k. Anyway, it's all elemental Seth at 5. Okay, never mind. It's a bit better. But I think the conversion rate is worse for the elemental Seth than it is for the other Seth, though. This is a lot of Sepith. Are you sure it's alright to give us that much? It almost feels like more than we deserve. Well, this is a jewelry boutique. After all, we have more Sepith lying around than we know what to do with. Then you could have given us more, is what you're saying. Well, that does make sense. Thank you very much. Think nothing of it. It's the least I can do after all you've done for us. Okay. We just leave? Well, that was quite exhausting. Phantom Thief B was an even more unpleasant fellow than I had expected. Gonna tell me that. Anyway, do you think his smug face was watching us this whole time? Yeah, though his name is pretty well known around here. He was plainly suspicious even when we first met him, but I didn't suspect he'd prove this much of a troublemaker. Something wrong, Reen? Was just thinking. He must be incredibly skilled. He's disguised himself so well that he was virtually unrecognizable. Not to mention something. If this were martial arts we were talking about, he'd definitely be at the level of master. Can't disagree. True. But why would someone like that try to mess with us? He specifically asked for Group A too. Though I can't imagine why. He's a creep? Hold on. It's my father again? Dad! This is Class 7. Group A. Greenswords are speaking. Hello, hello. Sounds like you've been keeping yourselves busy. I know it's you, Instructor Sarah. Oh, got in one go? Who'd have... Wait, how do you guess? Don't tell me. Is it my smoldering love for you? Your tragically beautiful teacher? Okay, you know what? That's a sentence. I have many feelings about you, but love would be stretching. Anyway, you don't usually call us while we're out on a field study. Something wrong? Actually, there's somewhere I'd like you, Group A, to go. When you're finished up with what you've done for your field study, I'd like you to head over to the Shank District. Okay, we're gonna get shanked, I guess. Sank District, but it looks like Shank. Okay, let's see. That's where Heimdallr Cathedral and the embassies are, right? I think Alice's academy is somewhere around there too. Lisa's. Yeah, that's the place. I want all of you to assemble outside St. Estrella Girls' School at 5 o'clock. Spirit B will be there too. What? Don't worry, I've already informed the governor about this, so go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Anyway, have fun. Toodles. Hey, hold up. What's wrong now? Sound like as though the instructor is bringing her usually irresponsible self again. Pretty much, I don't know what she's thinking. Oh, I know where that is. That girls' school for nobles, isn't that one your sister attends? I have a few acquaintances who attend there myself. But I can't imagine why she'd have us all meet there. Girls' Academy, huh? Kinda curious. I'm sure she has her reasons. Weird ones, probably. It's almost evening, so we should finish up here and start heading over. Best way to get to Shank District. I'm gonna call it Shank District instead of Sack District from now on. Yeah, doesn't matter where we catch the tram from, it'll pass through there. Almost dread to think about where we'll have to do when we get there, though. Okay, anything we need to do? Does not seem to be the case. Okay. Let's go. We have to take the tram. Dang it. Finish the game. Okay, we should. I'm gonna save just in case. If I need to go back here to do something I missed. But I don't believe there's anything left to do. Dang it. Dang it. I hate this. There. They're staring.
They were wearing the same uniform as Reen's sister.
I wonder why.
Yeah, they must go to St. Estrella too.
Estrella. Okay.
So, the famous St. Estrella Girls' School is around here, huh?
Elliot, were you not paying attention to the last 10 minutes?
It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility.
Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although, I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism.
Mm-hmm.
You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school.
Mm-hmm. You got something to say, Machias?
No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate.
Yeah, those were the instructor's orders.
I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually.
Why would you?
To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility.
Okay. Okay, we made it like 10 feet. Can we keep going?
I was wondering, did you not want to come here, Laura?
My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere.
Oh, it must suck here.
I can totally understand that.
Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies.
Yeah, I can picture the chaos now.
You can picture a lot of things, can't you, Machias?
Oh? I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alphen herself is a student there.
I've heard that too.
Princess who?
Okay, Fee.
You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonia, but even still.
I feel like you should have at least heard of that, Fee. Come on. I guess you were sleeping in class, maybe.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is.
Isn't that a problem? If one of the Imperial family is someone people don't know about? That seems like a problem, if you ask me.
Princess Alphen is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Ugit.
So how in the world do people not know about her? Come on. Am I the only one who has a problem with that?
She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone.
Is that so?
Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest.
I just noticed something, but there's something about this angle that makes Fee way too tall. Why is Fee taller than Laura right now? Yeah, yeah, it was a really fast growth spurt, and it was all in her lower legs or something. Like, what is going on here?
I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her.
She's popular enough. She's also in the magazine. So why? How are they saying nobody? There's a lot of people who don't know who she is.
Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia.
Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before.
Okay, Fee, you're being very contradictory right now.
Dark blonde hair, like Eustace's brother, right?
Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver. He's Cedric and Alphen's older brother.
Yeah.
Why isn't he the crown prince then?
I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things.
I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from Liberl aboard that airship. You know the one, right?
This is a reference to the first game, right? I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Because you definitely meet Oliver in the first game, if I remember correctly.
Ah, you must be referring to his return aboard the Arcel, after the crisis in Liberl was put to rest.
Yeah, this is the first game.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact. I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before.
I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as imperial governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more.
Oh, you're all here already.
That's Elisa's voice, right?
Ah,
Yeah.
You made it.
It's good to see you all again.
You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you?
Yeah, hurry it up, everybody.
Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here.
I mean, we are being very rude standing right in front of the gate, blocking the way. It's not a good sign.
Were you able to finish up everything on your end, too?
As if we'd leave any loose ends.
I mean, you left Machias. He's a loose end.
If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning.
Every time.
Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle.
I don't know about that. I think they already have. They're just, hiding it.
Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think.
True.
Wait, did you
I think it's canon.
I figured the girls would be the first to notice.
Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you.
We're fine now. Really? That's great! It sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms. Sounds good.
The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed.
That's girls for you.
Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh?
Yeah, pajama party. And Reen, since when do you have enough experience with the girls to say that? Did I say Reen? I meant Elliot.
That must be Heimdallr Cathedral's bell.
It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say? It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost district. Though that makes sense considering the distance.
Elliot might be a secret player.
That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
Reen?
Elise, what are you doing here?
She goes to the school, Reen. What are you talking about?
Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be?
Thank you, Reen. I'm glad you have a brain. However smooth it might be.
Yes.
I think Reen hits his head every day a bit too hard.
I see all of your classmates are with you too. It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it?
Well, we were told to meet here.
Wait a minute. Are you the ones?
Yes, we are the ones. We are the
The
protagonists.
9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp?
Is there 9 of us?
Well, there are 9 of us in Class 7.
1, 2, 3. There are. Okay, I never really counted them before. What a coincidence. Bringers of the Apocalypse, Class 7. There might be some connection there.
Wait, what?
Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here? Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine.
We aren't quite there yet. The 7, if we had 13, we could say that. Kingdom Hearts is another game on this channel series on this channel that I want to play. I played through all of them, except for I think the most no, I played through 3. I didn't play the spin-off one with Kairi, like the music one. But I think I played all the other Kingdom Hearts games.
Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear.
Isn't there like another ending now with 3 that they made the re-release as well? Because I played the original when it first came out. I think there's extra stuff at the end now.
She could have at least given me a little warning that you were coming.
Yeah, secret ending for 4, where you fight Yzora or something like that. If I remember correctly, I think I've heard about it, but I never did it.
Elise?
Anyway, where are my manners? Welcome to St. Estrella Girls' School. I hope you'll enjoy your visit. Right this way.
Wow, those words are going by pretty fast, game. And I wouldn't be surprised if Reen asked that question. It looks like Elliot's got an admirer. I can feel their stares boring a hole in my head. I don't think anybody mentioned you, Machias. If they did, I didn't see it. Pay them no mind. We certainly do seem to be the stars of the show today. Serves Machias right. Lure is as popular as ever. Can't say that being admired doesn't feel nice, but please don't be too hard on them. We don't have many opportunities to meet people from outside the school. Are you guys like locked in the school 24/7 or something? I guess I can read this. Like, do you think that boy in front is a commoner? I'm not sure, but either way, he's so handsome. How do you think they know Elise? Actually, you're right. This is kind of uncomfortable. Are they all the same age as you, Elise? Why are you asking? Okay. They work for less than minimum wage sewing for Machias since he believes in equality. I wouldn't put him past him. I would not put it past him. And Reed, why do you care about their age right now?
What's in here?
It looks like an indoor garden.
It's a door.
This is the Academy's rose garden. The person who called you here is waiting inside. Who did call us here anyway?
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
Your Highness, I brought the guests.
Well, there goes your chance to guess. It was probably Baron Blue Lock. Yeah.
Thank you. Please show them in.
I don't think Blue Blanc cares about age. No, never mind. He did care. He likes them young, apparently. He said that himself.
Oh. No way.
Hey, Elise, is that...
You don't need to ask when you already know. Now, if you'll follow me.
Very sus.
I knew it.
It is a nice garden, I gotta say. Lots of flowers. I didn't know they came in purple. Roses, at least.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Okay.
My name is Alphin. Alphin Rice Arner. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
When was this game made? Like, I want to say 2000. I just thought about it. When was this game made? Yeah, so early would be before 2010, I believe, at least.
Come on, Elise, cheer up. I'm sorry, all right?
This game's been out quite a while, huh?
I was only trying to tease you a little. Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please, go right ahead. Well, that aside.
Okay, so yeah, 2013. Oh, so it's been over 10 years since this game came out. Wow. I thought it came out earlier than that. 2013.
It's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura. I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
But yeah, it definitely looks like a 20 game came out around that time.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
Aw, thank you. I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in Sanctus Dryad too. But it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Third game. Looking forward to it. And I know before that I'll have to go back to the really early games where it's all pixely.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills. I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectations.
First I lost Angelica to Thor's, then you too.
I don't trust anybody who was friends with Angelica.
Perhaps I should just transfer there next year myself. Your Highness. Got you to look. But I...
Alright, I usually play normal on turn-based games. Just because usually the only difference it adds is just bulkier enemies that do more damage. So yeah, I usually don't do anything other than normal. Unless like I know what I'm doing. Then yeah, they were probably balanced. I feel like a lot of earlier games have that problem.
Well, she seems lively.
She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting.
I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person.
So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming.
Machias, calm down.
I can see why people always compare her to an angel.
Okay, Elliot, you're going a bit too far there.
Me too. Please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility.
When did this show
I've
up?
been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Elfin.
Okay, yeah, they did exchange letters then. Weird that they're showing it now, though.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Reen Schwarzer.
What?
Elise has told me so much about you. Your Highness?
I did forget. Thank you for the reminder.
I'm honored that you'd say so. Elise always mentions in her letters what a great friend she has. As her brother, I wanted to thank you for that.
Reen? Oh, it's so refreshing. You're every bit the person Elise says you are.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I should thank the game, not you. Okay. Thank you, game, for reminding me. I did forget.
Perhaps even more so.
Huh?
Actually, I have a teensy-weensy favor to ask. Do you think I could join Elise remiss in thinking of you as my dear brother as well?
Okay.
What?
Your Highness!
Does being a dear brother have a different meaning in
You see,
the Empire?
Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family. And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress these feelings any longer. I have 2 brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
I couldn't possibly. I mean,
That's enough, Your Highness. Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little.
Please, none of the OU language.
Anyway, that aside, the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me.
I mean, hey, Reen, you get to be siblings with the royal family. That kind of bumps you up in the world. I would take it.
There is someone else who would like to meet you. Why? It's not like we're famous.
Who do you mean? Hey, isn't that...
It's a different sus character.
A guitar? No, a lute?
I don't hear it.
Oh, it seems he's arrived. Oh,
I apologize for keeping you waiting.
No, a different sus character.
it's a pleasure to see you again.
And you as well, young lady? Well, I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable?
Who's this guy?
A sus dude.
I'm not sure, though I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
We just talked about you seeing him in a magazine or something. Come on, guys.
I serve as a music instructor in the hallowed halls of this fine academic institution. In truth, I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But that might raise eyebrows at a girls' school.
Not just a girls' school that has middle school connected to it. And you're an adult. There's a lot of problems with that sentence, dude. And you're a professor at the school, aren't you? Don't you like teach something here? That even more eyebrows are rising about that one, dude. At least 2 eyebrows are raised per person.
But whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens? Ah, the romance.
Please stop. FBI, open up.
Could he be?
Sus, yes.
Ow! I think that's quite enough.
Where were you keeping that?
Any more of that and our guests may start edging toward the exit.
Ah, I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister.
Elliot must have taught her well.
Oh, wait. So this is... Whoa. Indeed. Tis I, Olivert Rice Arner, also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the debaucherous prince.
Not doing very hard to change that, huh?
I also serve as Thor's Military Academy's ornamental chairman of the board. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Ornamental chairman of the board. That sounds like a completely worthless title. Here's hoping he changes it. Going after children is not the best way to change that, though. Somehow I feel like Reen isn't supposed to be sitting there according to etiquette, and Emma isn't supposed to be sitting there according to etiquette either.
You're the chairman of the board of directors, Your Highness.
Like, the end of the table is supposed to be for important people, so like, Eustace should be sitting over there or something, and then sitting next to the important person is for something else. Well, yeah, I mean, yes, none of them should be sitting there, but still.
I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the imperial family, but still.
I'm not surprised. Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's? I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though. It wouldn't exactly be great for the school's image.
That's surprisingly forthright coming from you.
Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
Indeed, I was. You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in the Burl 2 years ago.
I think I remember something happening with him in the first game.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put your visit during the incident that occurred there, correct?
The incident.
Right. All I've done since I returned to Erebonia has been inspired by my experience during the crisis in Liberl. As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion. One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will.
Winds of change, huh?
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was...
What a revolutionary idea.
Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
Still don't know how that works.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7, and why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field study.
That is one of the reasons, yes. However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts, not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need. We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
That makes sense.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
Wow.
I can't help but feel a little unsure whether we can live up to such high expectations.
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I believe in Elliot. He can do it, maybe. Possibly.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that.
Yep.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it.
His head may be empty, but he can do something.
Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision. Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the class is run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this.
You get the answer later? Alright.
That was when Alphen stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see. Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother. But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to. Your Highness!
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness. I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7. Thing is, am I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh?
The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors besides. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Yeah, sounds neat. I know there's a lot of interconnections, like we meet a few people from the first game that even I still remember.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you mention it,
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
Like, is it Norton, the camera dude, also? Didn't you meet him in the first game, I believe, as well?
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how Class 7 is run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnitz sit on opposite sides of the factional divide.
Or I guess, like, not cameraman, he was a reporter or something.
And while Chairman Arena is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the Arcus, her intentions are a mystery to me. And it's those three who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Is that right?
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you.
Nice.
We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country.
I mean, after the games that currently came out? Like three to four more new games, I guess?
Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. But that's just me. Don't feel too pressured by it. Your students, first and foremost. Reach out and grab that fragrant rose of school life.
Okay.
Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight. Fall in love. We live but once. Make your youth count.
All right, that's a lot of games and connecting only one world, so that should be really interesting. I mean, if you always have ideas, you can always throw them in.
You know, it's weird, but hearing you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
And since the world is so big, there's always possibility of like small side story games or other stuff, or spin-offs, or even continuations, stuff like that. So it could be neat.
By the way, just earlier you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light. Is there someone else involved with Thor's who shares your vision for our class, Your Highness?
There is. Principal Van Dyke. I once attended Thor's myself and studied under him. He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever since we arrived at the Academy.
While he has no direct control over the running of the Academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
Yeah. I mean, the bigger the world is, the more you can do with it.
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
Well, she's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation.
I do find it funny, I believe in the first game, isn't like the Empire... No, the Empire isn't as involved. But, like, the fact that we are the Empire are the good guys in our own eyes in this first game, and the Republic is the bad guys in the main character's eyes in this game as well. Or, not this first game, but this game and its characters is an interesting viewpoint.
She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Because I feel like that's a bit different in the other game, but I can't remember.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in Erebonia?
Exactly what experience might you be referring to?
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Wait, Purple Lightning?
I knew it.
What gave it away? The Purple Lightning? Nah.
If you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
Okay. I know the Chancellor did a lot of bad things, I know that much, but I also know the nobles aren't too good themselves. So it's kind of funny.
That's right. Though I've just heard it in passing.
Ah, that young ace of the Erebonian Bracer Guild, and one of the Empire's most famous bracers. She has a history full of brave feats and dangerous deeds. She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status. Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning. Now, you know her simply as your homeroom teacher.
Yeah, I do like there's like no specific like good or bad guys besides I guess the main characters. Even the bad guys are like the real bad guys, I guess, not like the nobles. They're like technically just, what's the word I'm looking for? Not bad guys, just antagonists. Yeah, I do like it when games do that. It makes it more realistic. Okay, saving there. 5 hours of streaming is pretty good. I'll probably stop there. I think that's a good place to stop for today. Made a lot of progress. I think there's only, if I remember right, there's one more day for this chapter. And then we'll be at the, what is it? The place where we started the game at, as far as I remember. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll end it there for today. Yeah, made a lot of progress. Pretty good. I think. Let me see that I have one for the channel, but I haven't been on it, and I don't know if I can log in anymore because I haven't been on it in a long time. Yeah, I haven't been on that in such a long time. It wouldn't, yeah. I don't even remember how to log on to it. I'll see if I can redo that if I go back into it. But you can always message me with the Twitch messaging system if you have to. All right. I'll look into it and see if I redo all that stuff. I also have a Twitter. You might be able to message me there if anything. But yeah, let's see here. I can follow you here. We will one day find out who Blue Blanc really is, yeah. But yeah, I'll be streaming, let's see. Tomorrow I'm going through Elden Ring. I should be finishing up the New Game Plus for Elden Ring tomorrow. I got like 4 more bosses to do. Most of it DLC, so we'll see how long that takes. And then Wednesday, I believe, yeah, Wednesday is the next day I'm starting this. It should be the same time. We'll start at noon and head to, really, we'll see how long that goes. I'm not really sure. But yeah, Wednesday around noon CST is when I'll start another Trails of Cold Steel stream. And then, yeah, tomorrow is going to be Elden Ring. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciated the talk. Had a good time. All right, there we go. Catch you later, everybody. Have a good one.